Blue skies, blue sea.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I'm going to be talking about Harry Kane and why I believe he's an overrated footballer. I'm not saying he's an overrated finisher. Because of his finishing, that makes him world class, but as an overall talent, I think his footballing ability is not as great as other players. I also believe he does not have the winning mentality to become a top player who has ever played in the Premier League. And I won't lie to you guys, I will come with a little secret. I don't really like Harry Kane, especially because of this. I still can't get over it. He should have passed to Raheem Sterling, would have been in the World Cup final and would have had a chance to win it. But that's neither here or there. And let's be honest, the media cuddle Harry Kane like he's the golden child, like he's the prodigy. He's going to follow the great footsteps of Alan Shearer, like he can do no wrong. But the way he never really gets criticism compared to other foreign players who play in the Premier League.
I know you get upset. Come on. Hey, that's all. Do me a favour. Get out.
Yes, yeah.
Fuck off, will you?
But all I'll say is that the media remembered Gareth Southgate back in '96 when he missed that penalty and ridiculed him in the advert when he had to wear that bag over his head in humiliation in the Pizza Hut advert. When it comes to Harry Kane not passing to Raheem Sterling, the media just didn't see it, did they? We've seen managers scared to drop him, petrified back to Pochettino in last year's Champions League final against Liverpool, where he had to drop Lucas Moura, who was on a hot streak, came off scoring a hat-trick against Ajax, leading the comeback, and he had to drop Lucas Moura for an unfit Harry Kane who disappeared throughout that whole game. But let me be honest, this is not a video to attack Harry Kane. I like Harry Kane. I think he's one of the best finishers we've seen in the Premier League. And the reason why he's one of the best finishers to play in the Premier League and even world football is because his goal-to-game ratio speaks for itself. And remember guys, before you go into this video, remember to like, comment and subscribe. So thank you everyone for helping me reach 300 subscribers. So let's be honest, in terms of his expectations, he's far exceeded them because no one ever thought he was going to be one of the best strikers in the world right now, did they? He burst onto the scene at Spurs after coming back from a loan spell from Leicester back when they were the Championship. And the reason why Harry Kane burst into the scene because Pochettino, a young manager, was willing to give youthful young English players a chance to play the game of football. The days of Luka Modric, Van der Vaart, Berbatov, Bale, all foreign players, maybe not Bale, but all talented foreign world-class players joining Tottenham and then leaving to go to better teams to win trophies were over. Tottenham started to realise that these players are going to leave anyway, so we might as well build with our youth. And hopefully they will stay loyal because we gave them a chance anyway to play football. But in all seriousness, this is when the likes of Kane, Dele Alli, Harry Winks, Walker-Peters, Kyle Walker's twin brother or something, but all those talented players started to prove that if young English players were given a chance, they were able to succeed at the highest level. But in the 2014-15 season, this is when Harry Kane burst onto the scene because of Soldado. Remember Soldado from Valencia? Kane was a big flop at Tottenham. Yeah, him, he got injured and Harry Kane had to start up front against Aston Villa, I believe, where he was able to score 2 goals. And his run didn't stop there. He managed to score 21 goals in technically his debut season. I remember everyone was saying, it's a one-season wonder. He can't do this at the top level year in, year out. But I will say, I do understand why they were saying it, because we need to see this consistently. There's been so many times we've seen players burst onto the scene and drop off the season after. Players like Michu from Swansea, if you guys remember him. And that's what he did. Harry Kane proved the doubters wrong. Harry Kane was able to score 16 to 17 goals plus per season ever since that debut season in 2014-2015. So why do people still doubt Harry Kane? I wonder what it is. In terms of his performance, I won't lie, it's probably been a 7.5 to 8 out of 10. He's one of the best finishers I have seen in the Premier League history. He doesn't have the cheek of like a Sanchez or Aguero or a Martial to chip the goalkeeper or round the goalkeeper. He's just a straight up old class finisher. Left foot, right corner, top corner, left corner. He has precision. The power just beats the goalkeeper. They have no chance. And his goal scoring record is absolutely phenomenal, undeniable. He has already reached the 100 club at the age of 26. He has the best goals to game ratio in Premier League history, just behind Aguero, who I believe is the second greatest striker who's ever played in the Premier League history. And the thing I love about him the most, which I love about Salah, is just the difference with him. He has the hunger to score goals. As soon as he leaves that football pitch, you know he's mad. You know he's angry. Even if they win 3 or 4-0, he's probably thinking, why did I score that hat-trick? Why did I score that chance? Why did I score that tap-in? And that's what makes the difference between a good player and a great player. People like Rashford do not have this hunger. I can just imagine Rashford being like, oh well, we won the game, it doesn't matter the 3 points, that's all that matters. But in terms of his all-round play, I really feel like he's average.
Who saved England and should be knighted as a lord, who pushed them all the way to the World Cup semi-finals, is part of the 100 club. All praise Lord Harry Kane.
And he's not scoring, he's not in the big games, he's not really contributing. Like someone like Lacazette, who's nowhere near as good as Harry Kane, I will say. But in terms of Lacazette's all-round play, he's phenomenal at holding up the ball, allowing the wingers to make those runs, to help those through balls into them. Like in terms of Martial, even running in behind, creating the space for the likes of Bruno Fernandes and Paul Pogba to create their magic. And it really irritates me, yeah, when people start comparing Kane to Drogba, yeah. Drogba's a Chelsea legend who's able to score in every single cup final in English football, yeah. Drogba does not have the goal scoring record as Harry Kane. He scores those big goals when it really matters. And even Son, I feel like, is a better player than Harry Kane all round in terms of his pace, better assist maker, can score as many goals as Harry Kane. And the reason why I say he's an above average football player is because, let's be honest, if we went Power League, yeah, and we had players like Sterling, Salah, Mane, Son, all of them to pick from, are you really going to pick Harry Kane? Because you know the other players are versatile. He's not as techy as them, he doesn't have the football skills like them, so that's why I wouldn't pick him in above those players. So in terms of the system, I'll probably rank Harry Kane and again a 7.5 to 8 out of 10, especially in those early years when Pochettino brought this new fresh air way of playing football with young, energetic Englishmen pressing the ball when they didn't have it. So he played a 4-2-3-1, where obviously Harry Kane played up front a lot of his career by himself. But yeah, people like Eriksen, Son, Dele Alli, Mason, Winks, all young, energetic players to be able to press that football to win it in high, dangerous areas to be able to score goals. And in this system, Kane and Tottenham flourished. They were able to finish second behind Chelsea in 2017 and were able to finish third behind Arsenal and Leicester. But after the 2017 season when Pep and Klopp came and truly took the league by storm, their hard work ethic system really started to drop off. I feel like they started to feel like they were an established top 4 side who didn't need to start pressing again. But all those running stats dropped off, which kind of saw Tottenham drop off. Like, let's be honest, at the age of 27, really atrocious. He hasn't won a trophy in his career. And I don't want to be hearing these excuses of, oh, Tottenham haven't been that good. I don't know how Harry Kane is doing it all by himself. World-class players like Eriksen and Son have been playing alongside him. And he's had the continuation of world-class players like the Belgian barrier at the centre-backs. We also had Hugo Lloris, who's known as one of the best goalkeepers in the world. And before you guys say, oh, football's a team game and stuff like that, yeah, and we've seen players, yes, single players, spearhead teams to titles. We saw it with Robin van Persie. We saw it with Van Dijk, where he changed the landscape of Liverpool FC's history and football club. And we've even seen it with Luis Suarez, who's a one-man band under Liverpool with obviously SAS and Sterling behind him and Steven Gerrard. But it was truly all about Luis Suarez that season, who nearly spearheaded Liverpool to the title all by himself. Okay, so now it's my favorite part of the video to talk about, and it's the trophies he's won. So obviously I have to give it a big fat 0 out of 10. And before you guys get on to me, I know he has won 2 golden boots. I know he's won a World Cup golden boot, even though when he won the World Cup golden boot, half of them were penalties anyway, but I'll give him his credit there because Bruno Fernandes has been scoring all these penalties and Man United fans have been getting gassed. So I know he's had all these achievements and accomplishments. I know he has all these individual stats, all of them. I'm giving you to them right now. I'm giving every single one of them. But he hasn't won a trophy. So how am I supposed to rate him higher when football is basically a team game and we're supposed to rank people on what they have won? And I'm going to say it, yeah, because I don't feel like anyone said it. But Harry Kane is the type of guy on COD, yeah, who'd rather care about his individual stats than the objective at point. He's the type of guy, yeah, to be in the hard point for 1 or 2 seconds. You know what them ones when you're just trying to get kills and you don't really care about the game and you're trying to improve your KD like Harry Kane is for his games to goal ratio. Because if he truly cared about winning, as harsh as it sounds, he would have left Tottenham. And that's what I was talking about earlier in this video, the mentality thing. I don't feel like Harry Kane has that winner's mentality. RVP was in the exact same position at Arsenal when they were not winning any trophies, that 10-year trophy drought. What did RVP do? He got to a stage in his career where he was thinking, I know I'm scoring all these goals, I know I'm winning all these nice golden boots and everything like that, but shouldn't I want to win a trophy at one point? And that's when he left Arsenal to go to Man United to win the Premier League. Even Kyle Walker, who went to Man City to win back-to-back Premier Leagues because he knew he could not win at Tottenham. And I can't lie, there was actually a time, there was actually a time I actually thought Harry Kane was better than Aguero. I don't know what I was thinking. It was in that 2017 season where he was the top goal scorer in Europe. This is all changed when Aguero dyed his hair white and went Super Saiyan and still proved to Pep Guardiola why he was the #1 striker at Man City and not Gabriel Jesus. And I'll let you in on a little secret, Harry Kane. It's not going to get better, especially as Jose Mourinho as your manager. Jose Mourinho needs money, and we know Daniel Levy is one of the stingiest guys behind Kroenke of giving managers money to spend to perform the club at elite level. So I'm going to tell you, leave before it's too late, Harry Kane. Leave and try save your career and win a trophy. But to sum it up, Harry Kane is a world-class finisher. He's a world-class striker, but as an all-round player, I don't believe he's one of the top players in the Premier League. Like I always say, if you guys disagree, let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.